In this very short video, I'm gonna be explaining to you guys exactly the breakdown of how I make $1 million a month being just a general contractor. I'm sure you guys have heard of everybody that makes a lot of money and believe that the only people that make a lot of money are people that are doing something like in the high-tech business or in the loan industry or something with finance, or some people that have a lot of money and they're big investors. But I'm gonna show you right now exactly step by step how I make $1 million a month in profit, not in gross sales, but profit $1 million a month. And you could do it too if you actually wanted to do it yourself. So how does that start? I'm a general contractor. What does a general contractor mean? That means that I do everything from A to Z in homes. I have clients that I do for them bathroom remodels, kitchen remodels, flooring, roofing, painting, you name it, we do it. Anything that has to do with the home. Within time, we also expand it to doing solar. But how do I make that much money per month with just doing these kind of jobs? Well, it starts like this. If you want to open up a construction business, I personally have my own license, which means I've worked with somebody for 4 years under their license, and within time, I received my contractor license. Now, the contractor license is a General B license. General B means that you could do everything, but you must do at least 2 or 3 trades in a home, depends on what city you're working in, and you could do anything and everything all together. You're not a specialty contractor, so you're not a roofer. You don't have a license just for electrical, so you don't do just one trade. But as long as you're doing multiple trades, you could use a General B license. The reason I like having a General B license is because I like to do everything in a home. I believe that if I just do the electrical, or I just did the plumbing, or I just did the roofing, someone else will come in there and take the rest of the money that is in the house. I have never went inside of a home where somebody did a job with me and didn't want to do another job after that. If somebody redid the kitchen, he's not going to leave a bathroom that's from 1979. He's also not going to leave a roof that's been there for 50 years, and he might have a leak that's going to ruin his new kitchen. You see, everything works together. So when I go into a house, as long as they love me, a lot of the times they just test me. Do my kitchen. If I like you, I'm going to do the bathroom. If I like you, I'll let you do the master bathroom. And those projects grow to become bigger and bigger and bigger. They eventually end up being hundreds of thousands of dollars in every single home. I live in the state of California, where most of the houses are very old, so all of them constantly need remodeling. Now, there's not so many contractors that you could just do all the houses in California in one shot. So obviously, as soon as you get to a point where all the new ones need to be remodeled again, those years went by and we've already got to the old ones, and the new ones have become old as well. Now, how do I make $1 million a month? Well, it's very simple. We do everything times 3. So if I sell a project and it costs me $1 million, I sell it for $3 million. We multiply it by 3. $1 million will go towards the job. Then you have $2 million left per month. With that $2 million, part of that will go into commission and the other one will go to overhead. With that, you have left a third, which goes into a profit, which is $1 million. But let me break it down to you even a little bit more. So how do we do this? We sell on average $12,500 per job. We sell about 10 jobs per day, 6 days a week. That's 240 projects a month. I got 10 salespeople who are selling all of these projects. I give them each one 3 leads per day, and they usually sell on average about 1 lead a day. That will equal up between 10 salespeople and 1 job per day. Per salesperson, 240 jobs. You multiply it by 12,500 times 240 jobs, you have $3 million per month. Now, that $3 million, you have to understand, it is gross income. You have sales, you have commissions, you have overhead, you have all of these things. Now, how do you get to a point where you can make $1 million in profit and bring in $3 million in sales to your business? Let me tell you how exactly I started. Stage 1, you go get yourself a license. If you have not worked as a contractor for 4 years, you won't be able to get your own license, but what you could get is something called an RMO. An RMO is a responsible managing officer. That is somebody that has a license and he takes his license and attaches it to your company. Your company needs to be a corporation. My company is an S Corp. Why? Because it's a bypass company. The money that goes in there, eventually the end of the year, needs to go somewhere else. And with that, you don't have to pay taxes on that corporation. It's a bypass company. It passes through all the money. Now, once you have an RMO, you take the RMO and the corporation that you made, send that together with forms to the CSLB, the Construction State License Board, and they will connect connect the license to your corporation. The license of the RMO is a different license number than the new one you're going to receive. The new one will be the one that is the new corporation. Once you have that in place and you have all of your insurances and everything is in place and everything is good, now you are ready to sell. You're ready to go make money. Now, how do you make money? You need to be able to market the company. Where do I market the company? Angie's List, Yelp, Google, pay-per-click. All of these places are the places that you should put your company and pay for advertisement in order to be able to make money. They will generate leads for you. Once you have enough leads and you start doing jobs, you want to make sure that all of your clients are happy. Why? Because then they'll leave for you a 5-star review. If you have a 5-star review on all of those platforms, guess what? More people will want to work with you. Then you got to make sure that you have a good sales team. I have some of the best sales guys in the world. Why? Because I trained them. I was one of the best salespeople in the world, and I knew that I could sell to anybody. I dare any person out there to open up the door and let me in their home. Why? Because the second I'm in there, there's no way I'm not making a sale. He's not gonna give it to somebody else. You have to understand that I'm leaving out of there with a contract, no matter what, because I know that once I leave the door, someone else is coming and someone else will sell them. And they're gonna look at my price and then look at their price, and then they're gonna try to price match. And then what happens? You lost the sale. They're never gonna call you. So it's either in the time that you are there and you present yourself in the best way possible to make the sale on the spot, or it's a done deal. 99% of the time, they will never call you back. So my sales team know how to do everything from A to Z on how to not sell to the person, but persuade the person to buy something that they truly want to buy. They called me. They said, I want to have a kitchen remodel. Did I come to sell them, or did I just come to show them that I could do the job for them? That's all I did. That was their choice. They thought about it for a very long time. Now they're ready to make the move. The question is, are they going to make it with you, or are they going to make it with somebody else? So I have a great sales team, and that sales team, no matter what, at least brings me 1 sale per day per person. So if I have 10 people, they're selling 10 jobs per day. 10 jobs is a shit ton of money. Now, some jobs are small jobs, but some jobs are extremely big jobs. And those jobs will sometimes roll over to the next month and the next month. But when you look year to date, I do $3 million in sale per month. So per year, you got $36 million coming in with $12 million profit per year, which that money could go somewhere else completely and flip itself again and again and again. The way to make a lot of money is with a lot of money. So back to the construction, what I want to tell you, it's easy to make a lot of money as long as you're staying consistent, as long as you know what you want, as long as you have a target. So even being a contractor, you're capable of making a shit ton of money, where people will never think when they see me driving a Lambo, or see me living in a big house, or see me having a Ferrari, or see me having a Range Rover, or any of the cars, or a boat, or jet skis. They're like, dude, what do you do for a living? They don't understand that the person that is consistent, no matter what he does, and takes it to a larger scale, can make a lot of money. Now, I'm not telling you to start this business right off the bat like this with 10 salespeople. I'm not telling you to invest into a bunch of advertisement, $100,000 to $200,000 a month just to get leads, because you're not at that place yet. What you need to start with is a responsible manager officer, remember that, an RMO, and to have an S corporation, get them connected with the CSLB. Once you have that with the insurances, you start hiring a salesperson. You start with 1 salesperson, or you go sell yourself. You don't know how to sell yourself? You gotta make sure that you bring somebody who knows the job. If they know the job and they start selling and doing well, then you bring people under them. Then they could also override on top, but now you don't have to manage your sales team. So there's a guy now that manages all of your sales team, does all the work for you, and slowly you grow your advertisement to be able to get more leads for the rest of the guys that are joining in. Once they do the sale, then you bring a contractor. The contractor is a subcontractor. So if you need to do tile, if you need to do flooring, let's say of any kind, if you need to do roofing, if you need to do stucco, if you need to do garden, whatever it is, you want to do an outdoor barbecue, you want to do a pool, whatever it is you want to do, bathroom, kitchens, there are subcontractors for that. So none of that falls on you. And these kind of companies that I run as a general contractor are called home improvement companies. Once you have that in place, you got your contractors, you got your sales team, you got your license, and you got your marketing down, guess what? Now you are making a shit ton of money. You take that money, invest it into real estate, keep flipping it yearly, and you become a multi-millionaire within just the next 2 to 5 years. How do you do that? Exactly the way I told you. So guys, I hope you liked that video. I hope you enjoy my content. I'm doing my best to give you guys everything that I got. I love you all. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like this. Make sure to share this to your friends. friends. Because you know what? If you're not the next person that's gonna do this, it might just be a buddy of yours that's ready to do this shit and ready to take on. Now remember, if you wanna learn more of this or much more from any type of business, go ahead and DM me on my Instagram and DM me the word mentor. And when you do, I'll make sure that one of my guys in the team is gonna reach out to you and you guys get on a call and see if you fit my mentorship. See you on the next one.